Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to get what they want, while others don't? It's not sheer luck or even hard work alone. It's about a powerful principle called the law of assumption. This law dictates that our assumptions, whether they're about ourselves, others, or the world, shape our reality. It's like an unseen force that propels us towards our deepest beliefs. In this video, you'll learn how to master the law of assumption and use it to your advantage. The law of assumption is a principle that suggests that your reality is shaped by your beliefs and assumptions. So, let's delve deeper into this intriguing concept, shall we? Picture your mind as a vast, limitless field. The seeds you plant in this field are your thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. The crops that grow from these seeds are the experiences and circumstances of your life. This is the essence of the law of assumption. It postulates that your inner world, your thoughts and beliefs, directly influence and shape your outer world, your reality. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that when you wake up in the morning and assume it's going to be a bad day, lo and behold, the universe seems to conspire to prove you right? You spill your coffee, hit every red light on the way to work, the list goes on. That's the law of assumption in action. Your assumption, your belief that it was going to be a bad day, shaped your reality. But the law of assumption isn't just about negative assumptions, it works the other way around too. Let's say you assume that you're going to ace a job interview, you walk into that room radiating confidence, your answers are on point and you leave making a great impression. Later, you get the call, you got the job. Your assumption, your belief that you were going to ace that interview, influenced your reality and brought about the outcome you desired. So, the law of assumption is like a double-edged sword. It can either be a tool for manifesting the life you want, or a weapon that brings about outcomes you'd rather avoid. The good news is, you get to choose what seeds you plant in the field of your mind. You have the power to choose your assumptions, and thereby, shape your reality. Once you understand this law, you can use it to create the reality that you desire. So, how do you embrace this powerful law and use it to shape your reality? Embracing the law of assumption is a journey, not a destination. It begins with the understanding that your reality is not fixed, but rather a reflection of your deeply held beliefs and assumptions. To change your reality, you must first change these beliefs. Imagine your mind as a garden. Each thought is a seed, and each assumption is a plant that grows from that seed. If you want to change the landscape of your garden, you must plant new seeds and nurture them until they grow into strong, healthy plants. First, you must identify the seeds you're currently planting. Which assumptions are shaping your reality right now? Are they positive, empowering assumptions, or are they negative and limiting? Once you have identified your current assumptions, challenge them. Ask yourself, are these assumptions serving me or holding me back? Next, replace any negative or limiting assumptions with positive, empowering ones. This is where affirmations come into play. Affirmations are powerful tools that can help you shift your assumptions and thus, your reality. They are positive statements that you repeat to yourself either silently or out loud that reflect the reality you want to create. For example, if you're struggling with self-doubt, you might affirm, "I am confident and capable." But affirmations alone are not enough. You must also visualize the reality you want to create. Visualization is the act of creating a mental image of the reality you desire. It's like creating a movie in your mind's eye, complete with sights, sounds, and feelings. The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the more effective it will be. Finally, you must believe in the power of your new assumptions. This might be the most challenging step of all, but it's also the most important. Belief is the water that nourishes the seeds of your new assumptions. Without it, they cannot grow. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool. Use it wisely. You have the power to shape your reality by embracing the law of assumption. The journey may not always be easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. Now let's move on to mastering the law of assumption. Mastering the law of assumption isn't something that happens overnight. It's a process, a journey. But don't worry, it's a journey that you can embark on with just a few easy-to-follow steps. First, let's talk about practice. The law of assumption is a lot like playing an instrument or learning a new language. The more you practice, the better you get. But how do you practice the law of assumption? It's simple. You start by observing your thoughts and feelings. You pay attention to them, recognizing them, and then you begin to shift them. Let's say you're feeling anxious about a presentation at work. Instead of assuming it will go poorly, you assume it will go well. You visualize a successful presentation, feel the confidence coursing through you, and you assume this to be your reality. That's practicing the law of assumption. Next, we have consistency. Consistency is key to mastering the law of assumption. It's not enough to practice the law once in a blue moon. You need to make it a daily habit. Every day throughout the day, observe your thoughts, recognize your assumptions, and shift them. This consistency is what will solidify your practice and bring about real change. Now let's talk about belief. Belief is the cornerstone of the law of assumption. Without belief, your practice and consistency won't amount to much. But what does belief look like in the context of the law of assumption? It means truly believing in the reality you're assuming. It's not just about visualizing a successful presentation, it's about truly believing that you're going to give a successful presentation. When you believe in your assumed reality, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. But belief isn't always easy. Sometimes doubts creep in. That's normal. When that happens, don't fight the doubts. Instead, acknowledge them and then gently redirect your thoughts back to your assumed reality. This is where affirmations can be particularly helpful. Affirmations like, "I am successful," "I am confident," or "I am capable," can help reinforce your belief in your assumed reality. Remember, the law of assumption isn't a magic trick. It's not about fooling yourself into believing something that isn't true. It's about shifting your perspective, changing your assumptions, and aligning yourself with the reality you want to experience. It's about harnessing the power of your mind to shape your reality. With consistent practice and unwavering belief, you can master the law of assumption and transform your life. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Because when you master the law of assumption, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're changing your world. With consistent practice and unwavering belief, you can master the law of assumption and transform your life. So, what are the key takeaways from our discussion about the law of assumption? Firstly, we've delved into what the law of assumption is. It's an incredibly potent principle that revolves around the idea that our assumptions or beliefs determine our reality. It's the concept that how we perceive the world and ourselves directly influences our experiences. We've learned that this law is not just a theory, but it's a fundamental law of our universe, as real as gravity. We also explored how to embrace this law. We have the power to change our assumptions, and in doing so, we change our reality. It's about consciously choosing the assumptions that serve us best. We've learned that it's not about denying the reality of our current circumstances, but about choosing to believe in the possibility of a different, more fulfilling reality. We've also touched upon the steps to mastering the law of assumption. This is not a one-time act, but a continuous process. It involves self-awareness, identifying our limiting beliefs, and consciously replacing them with empowering ones. It's about practicing this new way of thinking until it becomes second nature. With persistence and patience, we can become masters of this law. Along our journey, we've discovered the importance of affirmations in this process. Affirmations are powerful tools that help us align with the law of assumption. They are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves, which help to reinforce our new, empowering beliefs. They allow us to change our assumptions at a subconscious level, and hence, change our reality. One of the most significant points we've discussed is the power of the law of assumption. It's not just about changing our reality, but about transforming our lives. This law gives us the power to create the life we want, to become the person we want to be. It's about realizing that we are not victims of our circumstances, but creators of our reality. In conclusion, the law of assumption is a powerful tool that we can use to shape our reality. By consciously choosing our assumptions, practicing affirmations, and mastering this law, we can transform our lives in profound ways. It's about realizing that we have the power to create the life we want. Remember, the law of assumption is a powerful tool at your disposal. Use it wisely and watch your reality transform.